Clashes have resumed for the third night in the Turkish city of Istanbul between police and anti-government protesters. Security forces are using tear gas and water cannons to disperse violent crowds. Thousands of activists gathered in the city's Taksim Square earlier today in the latest show of discontent after a brutal crackdown on an environmental rally there. Now, these are the latest pictures from the city tonight here on RT, and violence has also been breaking out elsewhere in the country, including the capital, Ankara. RT's Irina Glushka reports on what exactly brought the people to the streets.
The streets of Istanbul look like a scene from a war. Burned cars, makeshift barricades, broken shop windows. Not exactly what residents of the city are used to.
This protest is not only for Taksim Gezi Park, this is the whole policy of government. We are under pressure for about 10 years.
The current chaos is the aftermath of the protests that gripped not just Istanbul, but some other cities and towns across Turkey. Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan's policy on Syria, the increasing Islamization of the country, and a major crackdown on the media. These are just few of the problems Turks have with their government. Many feel it doesn't serve the people, but rather works against them.
My daughter was beaten because of what she was wearing, because her attackers were affiliated with the government. The police stood by and did nothing.
All the cars from the television, they move from here. I said, why you move? They got direction from the police. They couldn't make live interviews with the people. And this is the problem.
What happened in Turkey was called a disgraceful use of excessive police force by Amnesty International. Water cannons, tear gas and pepper spray were all used against mostly peaceful protesters. Once the police retreated, however, the crowds turned their anger against the TV trucks of the state media, accusing stations of failing to broadcast the reality of Taksim Square. Hundreds of people wounded and talk of several deaths. This is the human toll of the clashes. On the street, politics is the hottest topic of conversation. Even an attempt to record an interview turns into a heated debate.
This is a very strong experience for me, and I can explain. I will explain my son, my grandson, after maybe 10 years or 5 years.
It began as a quiet, simple sit-in beside the Gezi Park. People were trying to save some trees in the middle of the city, but now they're saying they're trying to save Turkey from Erdogan and his government. And they say they won't leave until the Prime Minister does. In Istanbul, Irina Glushka, RT.
Geroyd O'Coleman, he's an independent journalist, author and Middle East expert. He feels the unrest across Turkey could be the direct result of Prime Minister Erdogan's policies abroad.
I think this is it's quite ironic that one of the leaders that has been pushing for Bashar al-Assad of Syria to step down is now finally being confronted with mass popular protests in his own country, genuine protests, unlike the armed insurrection that he's funding and stoking in Syria. I don't think this is the kind of leader who is prepared to negotiate with anyone. He doesn't seem to listen to anybody other than his masters in Washington and Tel Aviv. This is a puppet leader, and he's pretty much proven that in the last few years in his backing of these NATO wars. I think it's a genuine uprising that will spread.
And on our website you can find live updates on the unrest in Turkey, including footage, photos and witness accounts from there. You can also take part in our site vote and share your own ideas on the story with us in the comment section. It's all at rt.com.